In today's session, we are going to identify whether the given equation is a quadratic equation or not. Hi, I am Syed. Welcome to my channel Educate with Syed. Let's get started. The question is, check whether the given equation is a quadratic equation or not. So for a quadratic equation, for this given equation to be a quadratic equation, we need to express this equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, provided that the value of a is not equals to 0. If you can express this given equation in this form, then I can say that this given equation is a quadratic equation. Now let us just try to check whether can we reduce this equation in this particular equation form, right? So we'll try to retain this left hand side as it is. On the right hand side, if you try to observe, this given expression is in the form of a minus of b whole cube. So let us try to write down the formula of a minus of b whole cube. So we know this formula, a minus of b whole cube is equals to, it is a cube minus of b cube minus of 3ab into a minus of b. Or if you want to write in the expanded form, you can write it as a cube minus of b cube minus, you just multiply this one, 3ab multiplied by a, that means a into a, 3 will be as it is, we need to just multiply this a into a, so a into a will be a square, this b will be as it is, a square b. Then you have minus of minus, so if I am multiplying this minus 3a with minus of b, minus of minus will become plus, you have 3a and this is b into b will become b square. So this is in the expanded form. Now if I try to use it over here, we have x minus of 2 whole cube. So the value of a in this case is what? A value is x. What is the value of b over here? B value is 2. So if I take the value of a as x and the value of b as 2 in this equation, I can expand this x minus 2 whole cube. Now to solve this one, let us keep this left hand side value as it is, x cube minus 4x square minus of x plus 1 is equals to, on the right hand side let us use this formula, a minus b whole cube. So the value of a is x, so the first term is a cube, so a cube is x cube minus b value is 2, so 2 cube minus 3 into a square, a value is x, so we'll be getting x square into b value is 2 plus 3 times of a value is x into b value is 2, so it is b square, we get it as 2 square. So let's try to simplify the right hand side, this x cube as it is minus 2 cube, that means 2 is multiplied 3 times, so 2 into 2 into 2 will be how much? 8 minus, let us multiply 3 times of 2, so 3 times of 2 will be 6, so we get 6x square plus we have 3x into, we have 2 square, so 2 square will be 2 times of 2 will be 4. Let us further simplify this one. First I'll write x cube term, then I'll write x square term, then I'll write this x term. So let us multiply this one. 3 times of 4 will be 12 and this x as it is, and this constant term minus of 8 as it is. Now let us take the entire right hand side on the left hand side. So we get x cube minus 4x square minus of x plus 1. So the left hand side as it is. Now let us take the entire right hand side on the left hand side. So this plus x cube will become minus x cube. This minus 6x square will become plus 6x square. Plus 12x will become minus of 12x. Minus 8 will become plus 8 is equals to, on the right hand side we are left out with 0. Now if you try to observe over here, this plus x cube and minus of x cube will cancel out. Now let us try to group the like terms. So if you try to group the like terms, we are having minus 4x square and plus 6x square. So we have minus of 4x square plus 6x square. So this is 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 will be 2, and this x square as it is. So because greater number over here is plus, so we'll get plus 2x square. So we get plus 2x square. So let us try to group this minus of x, minus of 12x. So we have minus of x, minus of 12x. So minus 1 times of x it is. Minus 1 minus 12 will be how much? Minus 13. So it is minus 13x. So we have minus 13x. Now let us go for this constant term. It is plus 1 plus 8. So 8 plus 1 will be 9. So plus 9 is equals to 0. Now if you try to compare this equation with the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So we observe that this value of a is 2 and the value of b is how much? B value is minus 13 and the value of c is 9. So if you want, you can write, we got the value of a to be 2, the value of b to be how much? Minus 13, and the value of c will be how much? 9. So what can we conclude here? This is a quadratic equation, and hence this given equation which is there is a quadratic equation. So therefore we can conclude that hence the given equation is a quadratic equation. So that's the required solution we have. If you have any doubts or queries, you can just put in the comment box. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. That's all I have for today. Thank you.